Story time. It's story time.
Story time. Check out the shirt. It says, "Oh, the places the Israelites will go."
Yes.
So cute.
And one place they go is to story time.
There you go. Welcome to Story Time. I'm Levon. This is Auntie Shelly on the beach. But yes, you like it and I love it. Don't tell me you don't like it because I love it. All right. And so if you're new to Story Time, first off, welcome to today's the Day of the Atonement.
Uh-huh.
And it's been a blessing.
Yes.
It's been a blessing to participate on what was stolen from us. So these feast days that we've been able to participate has truly been a blessing.
Yeah, it was so good.
Right.
And natural.
Right. And natural.
Yeah.
Yes. And natural. Nothing. Oh my, yeah. I feel amazing. I really do. I'm so excited that the Most High allowed us to participate this year.
Yes.
You know, we could have not known who we were, but listen, it's been a blessing. And speaking of not knowing, y'all don't mind this. Speaking of not knowing who we were, we're going to go ahead and go to the book of Jubilees, the 2nd chapter, because he's going to tell you who you are and how he picks out a specific group of people. Now, this group of people does not mean that you're better than everybody else.
Right.
It just means that you have been called to a higher responsibility and accountability. Yes. So you're supposed to carry out the Torah, show the world what that looks like, show the world who is the image of Elohim. Hallelujah. Hey, Jobana. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into the book of Jubilees 2 and 18. Right. Don't go to the 2 and 8. It ain't going to say that. Listen. All right. So, let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm using my C-Pro, my phone. All right. So it says, "And he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the 7th day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these 2 great classes he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, Behold, I will separate unto myself a people from amongst all the people, and these shall guard the Sabbath, and I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified them, sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim, or Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever." How long?
Ever.
All right.
Ever.
And ever. "And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath with us on the 7th day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and that they should guard the Sabbath together with us." Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And if you didn't know, in your 10 commandments, it tells you to guard. Remember the Sabbath.
Yep.
So, okay. All right.
Ready?
Y'all ready? May y'all add a blessing to the hearers and reader of his word. But are y'all ready? That's what I'm trying to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are in the book of Judith, or Yahudith, because I'm just going to put his name back in her name. Yahudith.
Yes.
And so what y'all, yesterday we just started on this book. So we read about the king Nebuchadnezzar, who isn't the same king in Daniel. So he's not the same king, okay?
And actually, let me just throw in.
Oh, please.
Even though I'm not ready to share the whole thing yet. Mm-hmm. Nebuchadnezzar might not even be his government name. This is maybe a whole nother Nebuchadnezzar that they put his name right here to throw us off a little bit. Because when you look at like the timetables, but I ain't ready yet.
Okay, listen. Well, you keep getting ready. Okay, listen. Okay, so this Nebuchadnezzar, hello everybody, shalom, Shabbat shalom, everyone. So this Nebuchadnezzar had built him a fortress. He had put a decree that he was going to go, he wanted all these countries with him to go to war. The countries got notified. They was like, bro,
ain't going.
What we ain't going to do is go with you. We ain't scared of you.
Yeah.
So he ended up going by himself, fighting, and then he wanted revenge on those countries that said that they wasn't going to fight for him. So now we're in the 3rd chapter. All right? Listen. And you're going to see my attention here because my book is here. Shout out to my auntie Debbie. Listen,
yes, shout out.
Because this helps, okay? And you guys no longer see the forehead.
We're professional.
We're professional. All right. So they sent, maybe I should read the last.
Yeah, or catch them up to, because remember they went to war.
Okay.
And they defeated like half of the people they said they were. And then they went back to war and they was like, and then the other people started saying, okay, we gonna come with you.
Right.
And now they're at war again, and now they're saying we surrender.
Yes, because he was going to the west.
Some of the countries are saying we surrender.
Yes.
And that's for you.
All right, so that's keep that in mind. All right, so they sent ambassadors, talk about some of those countries that come back saying, no, we with you.
Yeah.
So they sent ambassadors unto him, treat of peace, saying, behold, we servants of Nebuchadnezzar, the great king, lie before you. Use us as shall be good in your sight. So, they backpedal.
Yeah. What you want me to do?
Yeah. They're no more like, we ain't scared of you, bro. Listen, send your ambassador their way. Get out of here. They backpedaling, okay? They said, what can we do? Behold, our houses and all of our places and all of our fields of wheat and flocks and herds and all the lodges of our tents lie before your face. Listen, all of that is yours. Okay? Use them as it please you. Behold, even our cities and the inhabitants thereof are your servants. Come and deal with them as seems good unto you. They give the people, right?
Everything, the people, the babies.
You imagine, right? If you in, let's say, Pittsburgh, California, right?
Yeah.
Whoever that's taking care, they be like, you know what? The people that live in Pittsburgh are yours.
Their house.
Yeah, their house, the food, they
clothes.
Yeah, they know farmers market. Yeah. Anything that make it's yours.
Everything.
First off, can you ask me? You just gonna give me
and my kids.
Right. They're yours, okay? Right there, just red flag.
The animals too.
Right, the animals too, yes. Everything. Listen. Okay. So the men came to Holofernes, thank you, and declared unto him after the manner. Then came he down towards the sea coast, both he and his army, and set garrisons in the high cities, and took out them chosen men for aid. So they and all the country round about received them with garlands, with dances and timbrels.
Oh, see, if I gotta surrender, what I ain't gonna do is throw you a party.
Listen,
what I ain't gonna do.
You just got done partying though for 120 days.
Right.
You still got a party left in your spirit?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm partied out.
Man, they came over and just took over, built garrisons, and now y'all got dances going on.
Right.
Timbrels.
Listen, I can't listen.
I ain't the one.
I'm not the one either. I will tear up a tambourine in the worst way. I can't do it. Listen, sometimes I think I'm the tribe of Reuben. I don't know. Because the rhythm is just not there for me. And Shim got all the rhythm, okay?
That's because you be trying to do too much, probably. Just start off with this, then you'll get into the tambourine. Just start like you clap.
I feel like as long as I don't catch the clap, I should be good. Because a lot of people, or when they clap like this, red flag.
Yeah.
Bro, put them hands together. Move them shoulders a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm part of the line of Shem. I'm there. I'm just in the back. Anywho. So yet he did cast down their frontiers and cut down their Asherah poles, which I think the last time we talked about that when we were reading what book was that? Daniel. Because I showed you guys what that looked like.
Oh yeah.
Asherah poles, okay? For he had decreed to destroy all of all the Elohim of the land, that all nations should worship Nebuchadnezzar only, bro, big head.
Yeah.
And that all tongues and tribes should call upon him as Elohim. Yeah.
So they're saying, not only we're going to beat you, we're going to take your country, and you're going to call our king your God, because we're going to get rid of yours.
Yep. That's it. It better not be a Nebuchadnezzar in your state.
Talk about world domination. That's what's going on today, y'all.
Nothing new under the sun. Okay. Also, he came over against Israel near unto Yahudah, over against the great strait of Yahudah. And he pitched between Giva and Syropolis, and there he tarried a whole month, that he might gather together all the carriages of his army. This dude is big mad.
Yeah. Isn't it weird, though? He gets to the coast of Yashrael and goes, maybe I need more people.
Yeah. But never mind. Let me not.
Yeah, then don't say that.
Okay.
Maybe I need more people.
Right.
I'm going to stop right here.
I'm going to stop right here. And then I'm going to just wait a month.
Yeah, them other countries, he just went in and took them.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
something in him is like.
Yeah, something is on the inside of you going.
Maybe I should try
20,000 ain't enough.
Right. Plus the 12,000.
Yeah.
And plus everybody else that you got fighting. Yeah. This is crazy. Chapter 4, okay? Now the children of Israel that dwelt in Yehudah or Judah heard all the Holofernes, the chief captain of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Ashur, had done to the nations. So they heard how they was wiping these nations out, killing them, okay? And after what manner he had spoiled all their temples and brought them to nothing. Okay. Therefore they were exceedingly afraid of him and were troubled for Jerusalem and for the temple of Yahuwah Elohim.
Because remember, that's where Yah's temple is right now. So they're scared. Oh no, he's gonna come get
and destroy our temple.
Destroy our temple
and bring us to nothing. For they were newly returned from the captivity of That's that little twist in there that you like. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Okay. Right. Listen, and all the people of Yahudah were lately gathered together, and the vessels and the altar and the house were sanctified after profanation. Therefore they sent into all the coasts of Shemaron and the villages, and to Bet Sharon and Belman and what is that?
I think it's
Jericho.
I think it's supposed to be Jericho.
Yeah. And to Shobah and Esora and to the valley of Shalem, and possessed themselves beforehand of all the tops of the high mountains, and fortified the villages that were in them, and laid up victuals for the provisions of war, for their fields were of late reap. Also, who is this? Yahudith Kim. Thank you.
Don't even.
It's somebody on Yah, okay? Oh, that's the let me see. I forget. Sorry, you guys. Let me look up his name if you don't mind me saying. We're in Judith.
Yeah. And while she's looking that up, in case you all missed it, when they hear Jehoiakim, when they hear that Holofernes is coming up, they start fortifying themselves.
Yeah, like protecting themselves.
Yeah, that's what all that thing you said, like how we built up and did it. It was like
because they already heard what was going on.
They said we ain't going without a fight.
Right.
That's what they said.
Exactly.
You ain't getting no peace treaty up in here.
Also, Jehoiakim, the high priest, which was in those days in Jerusalem, wrote to them that dwelt in Bet Uyah and Bet Mestalium, which is over against Israel towards the open country near Dothaim, charging them to keep the passages of the hill country, for by them there was an entrance into Yahudah, and it was easy to stop them that would come up, because the passage was straight for 2 men at the most. And the children of Israel did as Jehoiakim the high priest had commanded them, with the ancients of all the peoples of Yasharel or Israel, which dwelt in Jerusalem. Then every man of Yasharel cried to Elohim with great fervency and with great vehemency. Did they humble their souls, both they and their children, and their women and their children and their cattle. Listen, they said, if you had a cow, you better move right now.
That's right.
It better be a moo in your spirit.
A baa, a bark, a meow.
Listen, and we gonna trust that you crying out to the Most High. And their cattle, okay?
They told their cattle, you understand.
Listen.
I know you could talk at one time.
You better bring it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna coach you, but you better bring it out, okay? And every stranger in Haran and their servants brought with money put sackcloth upon their loins. Thus every man and woman and the little children and the inhabitants of Jerusalem fell before the temple and cast ashes upon their heads and spread out their sackcloth before the face of Yahuwah. Also they put sackcloth about the altar, and they cried to Elohim of Israel, all with one consent earnestly. See what happens when you get on one accord.
One accord. They was like, look, this is not happening to us.
First, you see what happened. They got scared. Then they was like, hold up. Let's protect ourselves. Then first off, why are we scared? Everybody. I don't care if your kid is 3 months. That baby better cry. Let her cry.
Pinch the baby. Make him cry.
It's crying out to the Most High. Okay? Get these cows. Let them do what they do. If they balk, you better kill the cow because that's the wrong spirit. They started putting everything, everyone on one accord, ashes, everything, because they knew who their source was.
Yes.
That's how we need to be. We know this system is crazy, but we need to get on one accord and cry out to the Most High. That's what this atonement is.
And they paid everybody that was there.
Everybody. I don't care if you. I'm just coming to visit on the weekend.
No.
You go. That's a whole weekend lie.
Look, if you in my house, you crying out.
You crying out. I better see some tears. Your voice better be hoarse by the time you're done.
You better know who Yahuwah is. I stay home.
Stay home. You can't be here. Yes, pinch the baby, Katina. Because she got to cry out. He got to cry out. So Elohim heard. Let me see. Oh, and cried to Elohim Israel, all one consent earnestly, that he would not give their children for prey, and their women for spoil, and the cities of their inheritance to destruction, and the sanctuary to profanation, and to reproach, and for the nation to rejoice at. For the nations, talking about the other nations that were fighting with them, to rejoice at. So Elohim heard their prayers and looked upon their afflictions. For the people fasted many days in Yehuda and Jerusalem before the sanctuary of Yahuwah Sabaoth. And Jehoiakim, the high priest, all the priests that stood before Yahuwah, and they which ministered unto Yahuwah, had their loins girt with sackcloth, and offered daily ascendant smoke offerings with their vows and free gifts of the people, and had ashes on their turbans, and cried unto Yahuwah with all their power, that he would look upon all the house of Israel graciously.
They ain't playing.
They're not playing.
They ain't playing.
What's that first thing? They like, oh no, come on. We're going to go to the Father.
Yeah. Everybody going.
Listen, everybody, when you know who you belong to, you can do that. You can move like that.
Yes.
You don't have to go and be like, well, us Monday, so, I hope this politician is here.
Right.
Listen.
Right. Is it his office hours?
Right. Oh, it's 3 p.m.
He gone.
He's on a jet gone. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to do that. You can go straight to the Father. You and like he said, I looked on their affliction. He looked. And he saw all that they were doing.
Because he hears his children crying.
He hears his children. Listen. And it ain't got to, listen, get ugly with it.
You hear the baby's crazy and all my babies is crying.
Tremble that bottom lip a little more.
Because you know how sometimes babies fake cry. Because Genesis be trying to pull that. I know the difference now.
Oh, yeah.
I know that real cry from that fake cry.
I met Genesis.
That real cry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
That fake cry, girl, what's wrong with you?
Listen, what you want?
I ain't got time to be playing with you. But listen, that real cry,
I'm there. All right? So listen, the cry of his children he hears. I don't care how old you are. you his children. Okay, chapter 5. Then was it declared unto Olophanes, the chief captain of the army of Ashur, that the children of Yasharel had prepared for war. Somebody was snitching, but that's okay.
But remember, he had already paused anyway. It was something
it's
in
been
his
a month. Right. It was like,
maybe not false prophet Shana was saying something a little different.
And remember, this is the king sent him.
Yeah, the king sent him. He got all these men backing him up, and he's
like, hold up, let me. He said, I need about 4 weeks.
Yeah, let me think.
Right, I need 4 weeks to think. So somebody told him, okay, while he's chilling. All right, and it says, let's see, the children of Israel had prepared for war and had shut up the passages of the hill country. So shut up the ways where you can get up there. Because remember, it was the way that was straight.
Yeah.
Listen, the Most High ain't playing. He said, my way is straight. Listen, he only know not a curve in there, okay?
Yes.
And had fortified all the tops of the hill, the high hills, and had laid impediments in the champion countries.
Okay, let me throw something in right quick. You know how they're always trying to say that our land is just like this big desert.
Yes.
This tell you right here, they're in the hill country.
Listen, how I read this and listen to this 4 or 5 times and didn't even catch that.
Yes. Yes. They're on the mountaintops.
They're in the mountaintop.
And I used to always wonder about that because every time they went to Egypt, this was like in the 66, it would say they went down to Egypt, and I look at a map and I'd be like, down from where?
Down from where? Yes.
Yeah. Hill country.
Hill country. Listen.
That's where Judah be.
Okay, listen. So that's why some of y'all are countrified. I'm not
from the country.
Right. Listen, let me scratch my head on that because I like city streets.
But you know what it is? We're from the country, but we live in the city. It's sort of like David was a shepherd, but then he found himself king, and he in the city. He's like, oh yeah, I like this. The country cool.
Country cool.
But this city life, all the servants and all.
Right.
I
can live with it too. Listen, any takers? Okay, verse 2. Wherewith he was very angry and called all the princes of Moab and the captain of Ammon and all the governors of the sea coast. And he said unto them, tell me now, ye son of Canaan. Come. Ye son of Canaan, who this people is that dwells in the hill country, and what are the cities that they inhabit, and what is the multitude of their army, and wherein is their power and strength, and what king is set over them, or captain of their army, and why have they determined not to come and meet me more than all the inhabitants of the west?
And all the other people came out to meet me.
Right.
I didn't even really have to fight.
And then listen, he want to know their source. He said,
who is over them that they think they can defeat me?
Right. And who told them to prepare?
Yeah. How do they even know I was coming?
Listen, just like somebody snitched on. Listen, so a word can do too.
And he can't believe this little old country over here
like, who these people? Yeah.
Who these people be?
Who are they? He's like, how many people they got in their little army?
Yeah.
Like 1,300?
Yeah.
How many? Let me know. This man is a trip. Then said the person that he's asking, Akiriar, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my Adonai now hear a word from the mouth of your servant, and I will declare unto you the truth concerning this people which dwells near you, and inhabitants the hill country.
Wait, truth is capitalized.
Truth is capitalized.
Right in the middle of a sentence.
Absolutely. Truth unto you the truth.
You have the seeker. The truth is capitalized.
It's a person he's speaking of.
Yes. He said, I'm going to tell you about Yahuwah.
Yeah.
He is the truth.
Yeah. You're going to know who these people that you next by. Yeah, these people that you next by, you going to, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, he going to tell you. Oh, man, that's good. That's good, Shelley. Concerning unto you the truth concerning this people which dwells near you and the inhabitants the hill country inhabits the hill countries. And there shall no lie come out of the mouth of your servant, This people are descendants of the Cadicium.
Because I'm trying to figure out who he would call them the descendants of.
I'm about to show you right now. And I'm on verse 4. Chaldees.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because Abraham came from the Chaldees.
Chaldees, okay. So these people are descendant of the Chaldees, and they sojourned heretofore in Aram Naharaim, because they would not follow the Elohim of their fathers, which were in the land of Chaldee.
Now, when they said they wouldn't follow the Elohim of their fathers, they're talking about Abraham didn't follow the God of his father. So they're not talking about Yahuwah right there, because he's giving the backstory.
Okay.
So this is why he's saying they're children of the Chaldees, but they didn't follow what their father taught them in the Chaldees. So he's talking about Abraham, and that's why Abraham came out. I don't want y'all to miss that.
I'm glad, because listen, I would all the way missed it. All right. For they left the way of their ancestors, just like what you just said, and worshiped the Elohim of heaven, the Elohim whom they knew. So they cast them out from the face of the Elohim, and they fled into Aram Naharaim and sojourned there many days. Then their Elohim commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned, and to go into the land of Canaan, where they dwelt, and were increased in gold and silver, and were very much cattle. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down to Egypt and sojourned there, where they were nourished and became there a great multitude, so that one could not number their nation. That's how we're not the minority. Okay.
Yep.
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dwelt subtly with them. I always want to pronounce the T, and the T is silent. With them, and brought them low with laboring in bricks, and made them slaves. So he's talking about when they were made slave in Egypt.
Yeah, when they were captives.
When he said, "Who is these people?" Listen, he said,
I'll take you back to the beginning.
I'm not going to just tell you, oh, those are the chosen one. I'm going to show you what you're getting into. So now you can have a real choice.
Yep, the whole story.
The whole story. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt. Okay, I read that. Then they cried unto their Elohim, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues. So the Egypt cast them out of their sight. And it wasn't even easy, because, Pharaoh at that time was hard-headed.
Yeah.
Well, the Most High hardened his heart.
Yeah, and also when it tells us who he's the captain of, Achor is the captain of the sons of Ammon, he would know this because Ammon is an offspring of the one that was in Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot. Remember, he told Lot to get out, and Lot left with his 2 daughters, and his 2 daughters had sex with him.
Yes.
Ammon is one, and Moab is the other. So Ammon knows that backstory. Because basically them his cousins.
So he got all the tea, okay?
Basically them Israelites his cousins. So he know that story from his, the mamas probably passed it down to. So he knows that story. He know what he's talking about.
He know listen, he's probably the best source to get it from anyway. Wow. Okay. And brought them to Mount Sinai, and let me see the other word. Kadesh Barnea, and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. So they dwelt in the land of the Emirium, and they destroyed by their strength all them of Chasbon, and passing over the Jordan, they possessed all the hill country. And they cast forth before them the Canaanites and the Paris and the
all them ites.
All the ites.
Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Kenzerites.
There you go. Yes. The Eucavillasi. Listen, he gonna have me sounding all kinds of.
They know all them ites.
And all the and they dwelt in the country many days. And while they sinned not before their Elohim, they prospered because the Elohim that hates iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their Elohim was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by enemies. But now are they returned to their Elohim, and are come up from the places where they were scattered. Now you know, we're gonna stop there.
Oh, okay.
You see it? Okay, so listen, nothing new is under the sun. Did y'all just see? Okay, I know I read it brokenly, but listen, at one point, the children of Israel disobeyed, the Most High scattered them, they came back to their Elohim, right? Where are we today?
Yep, coming back.
Coming back. And where are we? You can find us everywhere in this flat earth. And now we're coming back to the Elohim. Nothing new is nothing new is under the sun. Because
they disobeyed. They had them taken away.
Yes, that's right.
So this is after the Babylonian captivity. Yeah. When we was talking about that temple, that first one was, now I know this is after the Babylonian captivity.
Wow. Y'all, that is so, oh my, and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now, therefore, my Adonai and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their Elohim, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Adonai now pass by, lest their Yahuwah defend them and their Elohim before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
He said, I'm giving you fair warning. You better find out first whether they're in obedience or not.
Disobedience.
Because if they're in obedience, you don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance if they're in obedience.
Like, let's just cut this out.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop here.
The only way we're gonna win is if they're in disobedience.
Absolutely.
You see, even back then, the enemy knew.
He knew.
Listen,
that's how important
obedience is.
Obedience is. That's right. It literally is life or death. Welcome. Her soul matters. Yes, it does. Every single day, your soul matters. All right. She said, I finally caught you, sis. Yay.
Oh, that's awesome. Somebody. I'm like, her soul matters.
Right. All right. So, and Akiyar had finished their saying. So he finished talking to them. All the people standing around about the tent murmured, and the chief men of Olaphanes and all that dwelt by the seaside and in Moab spoke that he should kill him. So you asked him.
You want to kill him? You asked. He trying to help you.
Listen, he like, these my family. Like, I know.
They're my cousins, dude.
Listen. All I'm saying is you might want to check if they are obedient or disobedient. Okay, I'm trying to spare your life.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Hey, good to see you. Yes. Okay. Let me see. For they, where am I? 23. Okay. For say they, we will not be afraid of the face of the children of Israel. For lo, it is a people that have no strength nor power for a strong battle. Listen, it can cost you when you want to assume.
Yep, you're assuming. Because they done already fortified. First of all, you stopped. You stopped when you got there.
But second, I don't even blame you thinking like this, because it's like this system today, right?
Yeah.
Like these people, they don't know. That's why they're getting careless and sloppy with who they want us to believe who we are, right? But the same, they just went and wiped out half of the west side in all these different countries. So now they're like, man, these little people, listen, kill that dude. I don't care what he's talking. These people ain't got nothing on us. We can go up there and kill them right now. Because they're confident in what they've already accomplished.
But yet you pause.
Something in you's like, hey, bro. Look, the hospitality I was working with you, like, hey, I'm gonna have to leave you right here, bro.
I'm protecting this little
Yeah.
Like, stop. You talking that big game, but you stopped.
Right, you stopped. For a whole month, too.
Yep,
it wasn't a couple days.
And then ask questions. Who are these people?
Right.
Because you stopped.
Yeah, and then you're like, why? why are they preparing for me? Like, why aren't they coming?
Yeah, why they not coming to me?
Wrong mindset. Listen, but that's all right, because y'all about to see. Now, therefore, Adonai Olaphanes, we will go up, and they shall be a prey to be devoured of all your enemy. That is the wrong.
Because all them other people, they're like, dude, look, these little videos. Yes. Please, we ain't scared of them.
They telling,
take them.
Yeah, these the other cities telling
telling him, we could take them. Look at us, look at them. Listen, they ain't. So what? They block their little passages. What do you do?
We pop up on them like, surprise, we're here to kill you. We're gonna get them. Don't worry.
We can do this. We'll devour them.
Yes.
And then kill this guy over here.
Right. For telling us the truth, who is capitalized.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Oh, that is okay. And when the tumult of men that were about the council was ceased, Olaphanes, the chief captain of the army of Ashur, said unto Achior, the guy that they said, we kill him, and all of the Moabians before all the company of the other nations. And who are you at Achior and the hirelings of Ephraim, that you have prophesied against us today and have said that we should not make war with the people of Israel because of their Elohim will defend them. First off, listen, you can't be having choosy. Listen, he gave you options.
Yeah.
He said, listen, I will recommend. He gave you recommendations.
Yes. Yeah.
He said you can do it, but if they are obedient and in right standing with their Elohim, the Elohim gonna defend you, and y'all gonna be just go, right?
And that's not even a prophecy.
Right, that's not a prophecy.
What do you mean prophesied against you?
He didn't prophesy, he just told you. You said, tell me who these people are. And I said, okay, well, listen, I gotta go back.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna give you their history.
I mean, I could just say they're just children of Israel, and then that's not a lie.
Yeah.
And leave you with some emptiness, okay? So he said, because their Elohim will defend them. And who is Elohim but not?
They said Nebuchadnezzar is God. Right.
Who is Elohim but me?
Yeah.
Because that's who he talked about.
He said, I don't recognize them. Just like when Pharaoh said. That's the same thing Pharaoh said.
Spirit.
Who is this God you serve? Like, I don't know him.
Yeah.
Oh, but you about to.
You about to. Listen, you about to.
Let me introduce you to Yahuwah.
Right. Listen. Look, Joanna said they were so arrogant, and I'm sure their reputation was spoken about all over the land. Absolutely. They was pumping themselves up like, bro, we got this. He said he will send his power and will destroy them from the face of the earth, and their Elohim shall not deliver them, but we, his servants, will destroy them as one man.
So now basically you're declaring war on Yahuwah. See, because you brought him into it now. Now you're saying, I ain't scared of him. Now
you're doing the very thing.
Now
you're doing the very thing that the other cities did to you when you said, come make war with me.
Yep. And he said, I will destroy you now.
Now you making war with Yahuwah. Yep. And Yahuwah was like, bro, listen, okay, if you want a piece, then come get some.
Yeah.
Okay.
That came out of your mouth.
I'll give it to you. Okay. Okay, so she says her soul matters common. She said that's why they don't want us to know who we are, because when we know and obey the order of Elohim, they in trouble. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's why this book was taken out, and you're going to see even more why. Okay.
And that's why this morning on prayer call, when a couple of ladies were saying they went to the hospital and they asking them, are they Hebrew? Since when is that a question? Because they want to know what they up against.
And they want to know if you're going to answer black. Because I let them know that, you don't know who you are.
You don't know. Yeah. And then that lets them know who's dangerous. It's just like the captain was saying, if they're in obedience, you ain't going to win.
Yep.
So they want to know if you in obedience. Yep. By you saying you Hebrew, they in obedience. We might want to back up.
Right. Listen. Dr. Kimasi?
They're not African American.
They're not African American. What do you mean? Well, they told me that they were Hebrew.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch it to. I'm gonna let Janice do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Sade handle them.
I'm gonna need somebody else to come up here.
I'm gonna let someone that looks like her work with them. Right? All right. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? This is good. Okay. It says, and destroy them as one man. Dude, y'all got the wrong mindset here. For they are not able to sustain power of our horses. You think we worried about your horses? You think Yahweh is worried about your horses?
Yahuwah said, let there be horses.
Listen, they horses been fasting, okay?
Okay.
The children of Israel horses been fasting. They've been
So they horse gonna go up against your horse. See, that's it. That's
they got more strength.
Animals.
Listen, okay, you gonna catch these hooves.
Yeah,
right.
Horse against horse.
You gonna catch these horseshoes, okay? They horse been fasting. They got more power.
Yeah.
Okay? See, they don't know. For with them we were trod. Ooh. For with them we will trod them underfoot, and their mountain shall be drunken, and with their blood. Ooh, y'all saw. And their fields shall be filled with their dead bodies, and their footsteps shall be able to stand before us. Shall not be able to stand before us. For they shall utterly perish, says King Nebuchadnezzar, Adonai of all the earth. For he said, none of my words shall be in vain. This brother was like, I'm not going to eat none of my words.
Yes.
What I said is going to happen.
Yes. We are going to kill them. It's going to be blood in the streets. And that's it.
Listen, he thought he was about that life, okay? And
thug life. That's
listen,
so you think.
Okay. Right. You thought.
Bring it, boo.
Man, I feel like where the Vaseline?
Right.
Where the
hair?
Listen, I'm where my hair ties at. Listen, okay, so and Achior, a heroine of Ammon, which hath spoken, and you, Achior, a heroine of Ammon, which hath spoken these words in the day of your iniquity, shall see my face no more from this day, until I take you all tomorrow or Monday, 7 p.m. on Monday, until I take y'all again to story time on Monday. We're going to have to find out what happened. Time's up.
It's good.
It's good. But y'all going to find out why they took this book out of here. This book is good.
Yes.
This book is good.
Yes.
Oh, it's good. Well, with that being said, you all, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We're going to get us.
Listen, you guys can tune in with our Sabbath teaching tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Yes.
Again, I don't know, happy Day of Atonement.
Yes.
If you have made it,
you can now eat.
You can now eat.
You know, some of y'all was probably on here with chips and stuff. Right. That sun went down.
But we all praise y'all for you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating in the story. And this is not just a story. This is real life. These are this is history. These are your ancestors, and they're showing you how to fight. Yes. So I'm excited. We always sing, "This is how I fight my battle." They tell you. How I fight my battle. On Monday at 7 p.m. This is how I fight my battle. See, I got this is how I win. So this book is the book of Judith in the Sefer.
In the Sefer.
In the Sefer. Yeah. So we're reading.
Y'all go ahead. Go ahead on.
Yeah. So this is the book of Judith, and we've and Sefer Bible. Mm-hmm. So we're reading some of the books that have been snatched out by the Catholic Church, because listen, we got to know who we are and how. Listen, I feel so empowered now.
Yes.
Listen, I still feel a fight in my spirit, but I'm gonna use it in prayer. Hallelujah. Well, bye, you all.
Bye.
Monday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Bye. I thought that was a president. Yeah.
Oh.
Bye, y'all.
Sorry. Bye.